Back here on NGW British Wrestling Weekly, we are getting ready to witness the culmination of a feud that has been boiling over for more than a year. It does not get more personal than this.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the streets of Hull, weighing in tonight at 230 pounds, this is Dara Diablo!
Dara Diablo and El Ligero used to be friends. They used to be tag team partners. But then when Dara Diablo turned on the Mexican sensation, we witnessed a seismic shift in new generation wrestling.
Well, we did, because it was televised across the United Kingdom on Sky TV. You had El Ligero versus Rampage Brown, a 30-minute Iron Man match to unify the NGW titles, and it would be that man right there, Dara Diablo, that would shock the wrestling world, turn on his former tag team partner, and cost Ligero those titles, which would lead to Richie West and Rampage Brown's total dominance of the NGW title scene.
Since then, Ligero and Diablo have fought on 2 occasions. It is 1 win each. And when Diablo returned earlier this season to attack El Ligero, NGW management agreed to the request that they could fight one more time, but they refused to sanction it.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponents.
Dara Diablo has made it his mission to unmask this man, the man who is the most famous masked wrestler in British wrestling since the glory days of Kendo Nagasaki, and if he intends to do it, his work's going to be cut out for him.
From Los Angeles, Mexico, winning this evening at 175 pounds, this is the Mexican sensation, El Ligero!
You know, in this golden new age for British wrestling, they don't come any more iconic than the Mexican sensation El Ligero. That horned mask has become a symbol of a man who is revered by fans around the country.
But Ligero's been taken to a dark, dark place. Even the lighting, you know, normally you see the Mexican colours light up the arena. Normally you see the colourful outfits, but with the exception of that mask and this music, there is nothing about the man that is about to step in the ring at the Hull City Hall that we remember. Denim jeans on, leather jacket on. This is a man who is preparing for a fight until the end, the bitter end, and that's exactly what we're going to see on our main event of British Wrestling Weekly.
Yeah, bitter is the operative word when it comes to the feelings between these two, and it is all going to spill over in the most unimaginable ways here. A last man standing match means you continue to fight until one of you cannot answer the count of 10.
And Diablo just standing there with that chair. And referee Steve Linsky has been drafted in for this one because even though it's unsanctioned, they needed somebody with more experience at refereeing than anyone in England, and it's Linsky. But even Linsky, I tell you, in a last man standing match, this one could be the toughest night of his... Whoa. And Diablo giving Ligero that chair.
What's he doing?
Well, he said that he wanted the mask to slip. And I guess what he means by that is he wants Ligero to go down to Diablo's level. It's a risky strategy.
Well, Ligero is contemplating using that chair, but he has thought better of it.
That may be a mistake, because Diablo will stop at nothing, Dave. We've seen that.
Now, these mind games, or attempted mind games, by Dara Diablo have been a feature of this rivalry for a very long time now. I think it all stems from the fact that Diablo, I think he's jealous, frankly, of this superhero status that El Ligero has with so many of our fans, especially the younger ones.
And words have been exchanged, but it won't be long before those words turn into blows. You can feel the tension in this room, and there they go.
Here we go, El Ligero and Dara Diablo in the first ever unsanctioned last man standing match here in NGW. And now Diablo wants the chair, doesn't he? Ligero having none of it. Ligero unleashing on Diablo with the fury that's built up for over a year, and a clothesline takes him down.
And there's an expression in wrestling, it's called a locker room sellout, and that means when all of the wrestlers stand around the monitor in the back to watch a contest, and you know very well that this will be one of those matches, because how far will these two men go to prove their point, and that point being who is the better man and who truly will be the last man standing.
This is one of those contests that has the potential to shorten careers. That is the extent to which you've got to think Dara Diablo and El Ligero will go to get revenge, vengeance on each other.
And talking about shortening careers, oh look at this one. I said on last week's show that the last show stealer standing match, the last man standing match I had in NGW against Nathan Cruz, prematurely shortened mine. And as a consequence of that, there's a big rule change that's happened in this contest. Ordinarily, in a last man standing match, the referee would be told by the wrestler when to start counting 10. But even though this is unsanctioned, NGW management have decided that referee Steve Linsky will count 10 every time one man is knocked to the floor.
It's kind of interesting, in fact, don't you think, that NGW management have chosen not to sanction this? Why do you think that is? Oh God, hang on, Ligero landing hard on the apron. I can't quite work out what's going through NGW management's minds on that.
I think there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that we don't know about. But one of those things is both these men had to sign a waiver to say that any damage that they inflicted upon each other was not going to be, NGW wouldn't be liable for it. And that's the level of animosity between these two men.
Ligero catching Diablo and doing unto him what Diablo did to Ligero just a few moments ago. We've got to go to a break. This last man standing match continues when we return. El Ligero and Dara Diablo continuing to fight relentlessly in this last man standing match during the commercial break. And Alex, neither man able to sustain an advantage.
Well, I mean, what we saw during the break, if that's an indicator in the early goings of the lengths these two will go to score a victory, then I think this is going to be a long and potentially dangerous night for Ligero and Diablo. And it's a match that doesn't just have consequences for these two, but all of NGW as we know it.
That's right, El Ligero, of course, a part of Team NGW in that big 8-man tag team match, tag team warfare, that's now been moved forward to next week. And so if El Ligero is hurt here, as he has the potential to be, what does that do for NGW?
Well, so far we know it's Nathan Cruz, Matt Myers, Liam Slater and El Ligero. But as you know, Team Control have just said that they found their fourth man. It looks like Dara Diablo may want to put an end to NGW's fourth man, because this does not look good for the Mexican sensation.
Maybe Diablo's the fourth man for the Control, we don't know. We still have no idea the identity of that fourth man in that history-changing main event that's coming up just 7 days from now.
And what's British Wrestling's Crown Prince of Betrayal got in mind here, and Ligero gets out. Big forearm by the Mexican sensation.
Yeah, Dara Diablo had evil intentions, and that would have been career-changing for El Ligero if he managed to carry through with it.
Huge knee into the midsection. And Dara Diablo is like a shark that smells blood, straight back into the... My God!
Oh, God!
My God!
Look at how El Ligero's spine is bent across that chair.
Oh, and Linsky puts that count on straight away, and now, even though it's for the safety of both of these men, it will be at the disadvantage of El Ligero for a 10 count to happen that fast, because he has a short amount of time to get to his feet.
Well, he made it, only just. Referee was up to 9.
This is more like boxing than pro wrestling.
There are no rules here. The referee's only job is to count to 10. No pinfalls, no submissions.
It's how they wanted it.
It's the moonsault by Diablo. No one home. No one home. Ligero moved.
That was a risky strategy for Dara Diablo. Very rarely do you see him on the top rope. And that's the reason why. They call it high risk for a reason, and that was it.
That's the chance the Mexican sensation needed, perhaps, to get back into this.
Oh, Ligero's got that chair. And look at the smile on Diablo's face. Will the Mexican sensation crack? Will the mask come down?
Is this what Diablo wanted all along? Ligero, again, refusing to use the chair.
And I I think that's what gets under the skin so much of Dara Diablo. The Ligeiro's a man with beliefs, values and principles, and as we found from Diablo, he has none. You know, a really telling sign was when Dara Diablo won that hair versus hair match with Matt Myers and shaved his own head, almost ritualistically illustrating that he is a new man. And it's a man that will stop at nothing to prove his point.
He's caught El Ligero here on the middle rope. Diablo can make a very impactful point if he's able to deliver what I think is intended to be a superplex.
And they're fighting for that position, and it's looking wobbly. Both men have endured so much so far.
And he got it!
Oh.
He got it! Dara Diablo with the second rope superplex.
And the count already on. And again, that count proves a disadvantage to both men, because from that height, as much as Ligero got the wrong end of that exchange, Dara Diablo still took a huge impact on his spine.
This won't solve anything if both men are counted out. We are close to 10, but well, both men rolling to the outside. That's one way to get to your feet, I suppose. They're needing the ring apron to hold themselves up at the moment, but...
And can you hear those strikes by Dara Diablo?
Well, how could
Just
you not?
vicious. Whoa! Oh! God. That is wood and steel. And I'm not talking about a pro wrestling ring that has a canvas on top of it. Those steps are pure wood and steel. You can see it. And Ligero felt it with the base of his spine.
Again, Ligero having to use the furniture nearby to assist him to his feet. Dara Diablo just callously continuing to deliver this punishment to his arch nemesis.
And this is uncomfortable, and you know there are no rules and no count outs, so really there's nothing that Linsky can do to stop this. Other than the 10 count, the referee has no power in this main event.
And it doesn't have to finish in the ring either. If either man gets knocked down up here on the stage in very dangerous circumstances, a lot of electrical equipment up there, either of them could lose this match. Doesn't even have to happen in the arena, it could happen backstage.
And it's a good thing that Nathan Cruz, as we speak, is signing that contract alongside Matt Myers for the Team Warfare match to happen next week, because if he was watching this live, I tell you, I mean, it would be uncomfortable for the head of Team NGW.
Well, that was uncomfortable for Dara Diablo's head. A headbutt returns in kind to El Ligero. Just a brawl between these two, isn't it?
And, well, they're disappearing. Our crew trying to stay on this one. We've never seen this before on British Wrestling Weekly. This is a first. They have disappeared. And the whole... we've got a cameraman back there.
Come on, guys. Like we said, this can finish anywhere. Referee Linsky obviously trying to get this back into the arena. We've got a crowd full of people, capacity crowd at Hull City Hall, who are currently being left very much in the dark as this one continues backstage.
And Linsky got that count on, and give referee Steve Linsky credit, because despite the bedlam that you're seeing, Steve Linsky is trying to keep some semblance of order, and that may just be the hardest job in New Generation Wrestling tonight.
The cameraman's got a pretty difficult job keeping up with all of this. Here we go. Back onto the entranceway.
And Diablo, look, just anyone that's trying to get him back in the ring, he just does not want to know about it. He's enraged.
Yeah, he doesn't have to take it out on our staff here, though, does he?
And he's left Ligero in the back. But
Ligero is back.
Diablo hasn't seen him.
God, look at the look on El Ligero's face. Look at his eyes.
What's he going for here?
Oh! El Ligero! Oh my God! A running dive takes out Dara Diablo. El Ligero, my God!
The Mexican sensation is on fire. I mean, that was the biggest move of the match, because look at the way Diablo landed. Ligero was on target, and that is a huge difference maker. The count is on, and Dara Diablo is in a world of trouble.
Utter carnage outside the ring. and Diablo has made it to his feet again.
If he didn't have that ring apron, Dave, I think it'd be a different story. But look, Diablo is ferocious. He just will not stay down.
More than anything, Dara Diablo does not want a wrestling match. He wants a fight. He wants a brawl. Ligero's going to give it to him. If El Ligero has anything left.
Ligero originally tried to avoid a single showdown with Dara Diablo until it was obvious that in Diablo's words he would make Ligero's life a living hell until he accepted. Ligero did accept. Diablo won that first match by literally stripping the mask off Ligero, and to save it, oh my God.
What's that? Look at that table.
This, I mean, talk about unsanctioned. This is unlike anything we have ever seen on this program.
You've got to think Diablo knew that table was there. He's probably put it there earlier in the day. Dara Diablo with a big wooden table. That is a weapon in the hands of that man.
Well, as I was saying, Diablo won the first showdown, but Ligero evened the odds when he won the second match, and that has grated on Dara Diablo ever since. And Dara was an angry man before that second contest, but since then he has been even angrier. We saw what happened in that match with Liam Slater, and now the Mexican sensation is going to get the full brunt of that anger. This is not a good situation.
There is absolutely no way that any human being alive could answer a count of 10 if they suffer what Dara Diablo is trying to make El Ligero suffer here.
And Ligero, look at the muscles in Ligero's arms and shoulders as he fights for his life to not go off that top rope.
Trying to, I think, hook his legs around the turnbuckle. Ligero fighting well. Now Diablo in trouble. Diablo was teetering there.
That was close. And these guys are high above the whole City Hall. But the only direction either of them care about is down. And one of them's going to go, it looks like it's going to be Ligero. No way.
Oh God, Ligero has to block here, and he does. El Ligero with quick jabs to the midsection.
Listen to the screams, Dave. This audience, uncomfortable. Oh!
Oh God, Dara Diablo just went flying through the table. We've got to take our last commercial break. This one continues when we return. Well, drama upon drama here in Hull City Hall as this unsanctioned last man standing match continues. Before the break, Dara Diablo was put through a table, and oh my God, Ligero dropping Diablo on his head. Dara Diablo was just about able to answer the count of 10. So this match is continuing. We plan to stay with this to the conclusion now if TV time allows. El Ligero has got a 6 count on Dara Diablo. Will this be enough?
And Ligero, well, that's surprising. Ligero breaking the count. And I don't know if that was a smart move.
Yeah, Ligero's got to be careful not to let his emotions run away with him. He's got a match to win here. So much of him just wants to continue administering punishment to Dara Diablo for all that Diablo has put him through.
You know what it was, Dave? It's because he didn't properly execute. It looked like he stumbled on that ace crusher through the ropes, and he wants to put the exclamation point on this with the Mexican wave splash. Oh,
Diablo moved. Both these men have had so much taken out of them, and Diablo now his chance to try and end it. Picks up Ligero.
Oh, Diablo driver. And that's how he's won so many matches on this show. And the count is on, and Ligero is in trouble.
El Ligero, the Mexican sensation, has not moved a muscle since that Diablo driver.
And big news during the commercial break, Dave. It is officially been signed on next week's show. Nathan Cruz inked the contract. Team Warfare in just 7 days.
The future of NGW at stake on next week's British Wrestling Weekly. But right now, the future of El Ligero and Dara Diablo's careers at stake in this just incredible last man standing match.
And every time Diablo has left the ring, he's come out with something increasingly worse. And I can only imagine what he has in mind now. There has to come a point where, that's a steel. It's
a dustbin, a steel dustbin.
Unsanctioned or not, Dave, at what point does this have to end?
But, these are all items that the human body is not supposed to come into conflict with. Our bodies are not designed to do this. They are not designed to do that.
Gosh. And the count on again. And that just may be all for Ligero.
And maybe it should be. Maybe he should stay down. El Ligero's got to think about his long-term health.
He's got to think about team warfare in 7 days' time. I mean, whatever happens from this point on, Ligero is going to be irreparably damaged for that match. And that just may change the fate of NGW forever.
Yeah, this may turn out to have been a terrible decision from NGW's perspective to allow this match to happen, unsanctioned or not.
Well, they wanted to make sure that no matter what happened, Diablo would not get involved in team warfare. But as a result, he may have already had the biggest implication in that contest if NGW's team is down to just 3 men.
I think Diablo's trying to remove Ligero's mask here. He's done this before. A low blow by Ligero. El Ligero, I don't think I've ever seen him do a low blow on anyone.
You're probably right. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. And it was to defend his mask. And that's a mask he's fought for. And Diablo is hell-bent on trying to expose Ligero's face.
El Ligero is going to try and finish it again.
Mexican way from the top. All impact. And look at the look on Dara Diablo's face. That just took the wind right out of him.
Does Diablo have it in him to get up one more time? Or can El Ligero close the lid on this rivalry that's extended for over a year?
Up to 7. And Diablo, this could be all.
Now he's moving and Ligero, sort of frustration on his face when he started to realise Diablo was going to make the count.
Oh, C4L, Dave! Centre of the ring!
He's got it! He's got it! That's got to be all!
Yeah, there's no coming back from that. I mean, Diablo made it to 9.5 before, and that was before the C4L. I'm going to call it. He's not even moving.
We're up to 6. It's barely moving. He's got 2 seconds. No, oh God, no way! He's up! How is he up?
This is not right. And Ligero blocks that chair. It's the chair he's refused to use this entire contest. And what more will it take?
He's thinking about it. I think he's considering it.
Diablo is taunting, shouting in the... Ligero won't do it. No one could blame him, but look at Diablo screaming.
The mind games continuing, even at this late hour in the last man standing match.
Ligero, he's keeping his dignity.
Diablo spits in the face of Ligero.
Look at Ligero, he's torn. And God!
Ligero uses the chair at last.
Oh my God. That was... The count's on. It's at 4 and Diablo's lights are on, but it looks like no one's home.
There's no way he's getting up. El Ligero seems distraught. Ligero is beside himself. We're up to 10 and that's it. El Ligero is the last man standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the last man standing match, El Ligero!
Well, Ligero has won the wrestling match, but look at the laughter on, I was going to say, but has Dara Diablo won the psychological war? Because he forced Ligero to crack. He said the mask would come down, and in the closing moments, there was nowhere else for the Mexican sensation to go.